What time is it? Your show. Yeah, what time is it? Your show. Yeah, what time is it? Your show. Yeah, he's back from the dead. Your show. Putting it on the map, yeah. Saskatoon. Right next to New York. New York. Yeah, what show, yeah. Your show. What time is it? Your show. Yeah, time to talk some shit, yeah. Your show.
You've tuned in, yeah?
Yeah, von Maggie. Bark, bark, wolf, wolf, who wants a treat, yeah. Keep listening.
We make our way into the intro and welcome to what do you call it there, LB? A midweek Monday? Midweek Monday on a Tuesday. And if you thought it was Monday all day, I'm sure you're not getting sick of hearing that yet. I bet you thought it was Monday all day, but it's not. You're not going to get any of those stock things around here. No, not on your show. Starting off another week as we have a Dragon hitting the ones and twos over in the booth. We got LB over in network, Ryan spot knocking all sorts of shit over and having a lot of fun while we do it. We also have our heater in here in the beautiful Dufferin Ave Media Network studios on the Sotner Concrete Services Clubhouse grounds. And the heater sort of said, I'm not going to go anymore, so it was a little bit chilly. But we got the space heater going now, and that's working pretty good. As I was more worried about it getting too hot in here. And so was she, because she's always hot. The she being Margaret. Maybe we can hit a Maggie cam up right now. I think that's what she's saying is, pay the bills. There she is! The Maggie cam, proudly brought to you by our good buddies over at Pet Planet on 8th Street, your pet's natural grocer. Mike and Rochelle over there, along with Kirsten and Chris and Char, the best people in the world doing the best things for you and your pets. Go by and say hello, as they're always so happy to help you out. Look at she's go. You gotta go. What a good dog. You can't cut her off when she's crying all cute like that. She just wanted to say hi. The Dragon, everyone. Look at him trying to go heel already right off the bat. So again, happy Tuesday. 2:20 now. Every time I use the word again as a crutch, we are making donations to the Saskatoon Food Bank and Learning Center, as they are in the middle of their citywide food drive going on until the end of May. Head to saskatoonfoodbank.org. Get yourself set up with bins and or monetary donations and help out when they need the help most, as the holdover from the always hugely successful Christmas time run usually runs out right about now, right before school gets out, and then they have to fill up all the shelves again, and the school lunch programs aren't going on. So something to think about as you try to find a way today to make the world a better place. That's one way to do it. Margaret, what is going on, bro? Come back up here. Come on. She's having herself a time over there. She's not used to people being here, as the long weekend has just wrapped up and a lot of people did head out to the lake and did a whole bunch of other really fun things. Margaret got to stay home. Even her dog walker, Summer, hasn't been around to give her a walk. So she's been going a little bit stir crazy. See, that's what people come here for. Look at that. That might be the best. And it's not even a Maggie cam. It's not the official Maggie cam. It's just Maggie. There she is. There's the Maggie cam, kicking things off for us today. You going to calm down, buddy? Okay. I was trying to get myself fired up with an energy drink as one of the hottest takes you can have right now. Any addicts out there, they all drink energy drinks. So if you're like trying to not drink alcohol or do all those things, you usually find they'll be drinking these things because not as bad for you as those things, and they still give you a little kick. So I got a nice Bang here, and I said, hey, boys, do you think Bang energy drinks would endorse us? They're both like, no way, never. They're too huge. They're so huge. But what about Bang Canada? It says right on here. So at Bang Canada, if you're watching and you want to make the world a better place, let us know as we can drink energy drinks together. Maggie Old Ben Kenobi Nickel, will you come up here and stop crying, please? I think she just wants to get to our first guest because she loves him so much too. Ladies and gentlemen, before I take this big sip, I guess after I take the big sip, our first guest is in the house. He has showed up. You know him from all of his all-natural products. Give it up for Uncle Mike. Hey. Uncle Mike. He's so nice. Every time he shows up, everything's right. How you doing, bud?
I'm doing so well.
You like that intro? I'm going to start doing
Yeah,
live intros before we get the professional ones done.
That was very energetic.
I will tell you this. Von Trask, who is, we know him from 9/11 Turbo, and he put together that intro for us. Him and Amory, a.k.a. The Abyss, who did the old intro for Calgary Super Awesome Podcast way back when. We were hanging out here in the studio, and we were going over stuff, and I told Von Trask that people are looking for a copy of that intro song. The hottest intro song in the history of live YouTube shows between 4 and 5 p.m. Monday to Friday. The hottest, cornering the market. And he said, well, like people actually want it. I said, yeah, we're going to go ahead and we're going to build a spot on the website where you can go and just download it for free so you can have the Your Show song anytime you want. And not only that, Von Trask did say he will also be doing a remix for us.
Ooh.
So once the remix is done, we're going to have the remix ready to go. And we're going to have the original Your Show song ready to go for you to download. And basically for all the kids out there who love the show, you can piss off your parents with it by playing it all the time.
There
like
you
that
go.
Baby Shark song. That
Oh,
kids
yeah.
love. These guys,
get
like,
in their heads.
these producers here, they love Baby Sharkin'. Hey?
It's a hot one.
No? I'm getting
It's a
nothing
hot
from
one.
LB. I thought it was a good track. I definitely know for sure the Commander Cookout podcast guys, every time we record an episode of their show, they're always Baby Sharkin'. Doesn't matter what it is. Like, hey, why don't you pass me that chord? It's like, man, no, don't do it.
Once you start, you can't get it out. That's the problem. That's the beauty and the curse of it, I guess. You know.
Yeah, Pringles, man.
Yeah.
Advertising.
Yeah. Once you
I hear
pop.
That's it. How was the weekend? I know you're trying to get some gardening done.
It was
Did you get to garden?
I got to do some gardening. I think it was a little premature. We also got some hail and an excessive amount of rain. And I mean, the rain is good. The hail was not.
We want
so
that
good,
moisture.
But,
We want to make sure everyone knows we want the moisture, right?
Yeah, I was kind of stuck between a rock and a hard place. I got all my starts that I was kind of pulling up from the basement.
Now, what did you have started? Because I'm
Uh,
slowly learning about this, and I'm getting a garden going in here a little bit,
Yeah,
and I'm taking all the tips.
tomatoes and peppers and some lavender, some herbs, some lavender, some rosemary, some parsley, sage. What else the hell?
This is why I ask about this, because lots of your products that you have, your amazing all natural products, you grow a lot of that stuff, right? That you put into your soaps and into your all these things. As you make the face, why did he ask that? I told
Well,
him not
yeah,
to say that.
that's how it kind of started. And when I was first getting going, I did include some of the stuff that I grew.
I
and
guess
then
it's not feasible with the amount you need. I
It's
understand
honestly,
that.
it
Yeah.
is tricky,
I get
just
that.
the sheer volume, especially for essential oils. Like when you're producing essential oils, the volume at which you need to produce, 1 milliliter of essential oil is like pounds and pounds of dried material, and obviously dried material is much less weight than wet material, so you need to even grow even more, than that. So although that would be my intention, the feasibility was.
It's a
just
good
not
problem
quite
to
there.
have. Though,
Yeah,
like
it's
you say,
not
is
a
your demand
not a bad
is
thing
there.
for sure. I mean, I would like to get into doing something like that. I do have this idea to do a bar of soap that is 100% local. So
Ooh.
that means, using beeswax, using a beef tallow, using an organic hemp oil, using an organic
What's a
canola
beef
oil.
tallow?
Like rendered beef fat. So I'd be going a little left field from the veganness of what my products currently are, but I think in an effort to source, 100% local ingredients, it would basically replace the coconut oil portion in products.
And can you do both of them at the same time?
You could, yeah. Yeah, you could.
So you don't have to say no to the vegan people.
Oh, no.
When you're bringing this in.
It would just kind of be another offering, as kind of my taste went. I mean, when I started this, I was vegan. Don't hold that against me.
Nope.
But that
No one-
was the choice
I
that I
think
made
we're,
at the
as
time.
a society, we're past the whole, oh my God, vegans and vegetarians. Like, don't you think we moved past all that?
Yeah, I think so. I mean, at least I have. It's not. that
LB
big
still
of a
has a
thing.
little bit of an issue, I think.
Oh, he's giving me the side eye.
Did you see that? He came right out
Oh,
from behind
shit.
the producer
Okay.
desk. Yeah.
Well,
Moving on.
for your sake and for my sake maybe too. I'm no longer vegan. This was 12 or 14 years ago kind of thing. And then I moved, and actually from a sustainability standpoint,
Now we're talking.
it was more sustainable to grow, in a prairie province where we get cold temperatures. We're not growing avocados all year round. We're not growing avocados in the summer either.
It's tough, yeah.
We can't supply all the food that I needed to feed myself. So it was, we got chickens, and it was like, oh shit, yeah, you can have chickens in the winter, and you can get eggs, and you can get meat. And then it was, yeah, kind of, being able to supply more things that are available to our climate, I guess. And that was meat products and animal products.
That's one of the things that I just love about you and how you've been, working at this for so long, is you're always, trying new things, and you're always trying to introduce new ways to do new things. And I think that's so important as far as growth goes, not just within the company, but as a person. And that's what I'm learning a lot right now is everything here, like it wouldn't be here if I was like, no, you have to do it my way. This is how we're doing stuff.
Totally.
It's impossible.
Yeah.
And so as you grow and understand the importance of doing something this way, say instead of that, and you learn why you're doing it, then it's like, okay, well, now we can get behind this.
Yeah, and I think exactly. I mean, being open to adaptability and change
there you go.
to make something work, right? Because it's either actually a little anecdote here, I guess, kind of on the same thing.
The
Last
first time
night,
you used anecdote on the show. Well done.
Building Lego
Ding
with my
that.
son last night, and I kind of had this direction that I was going, but you're digging through all these piles of pieces, and it's like, shit, I can't find the piece that I need. So how long do you keep looking for that piece, or do you modify your initial idea to kind of adapt to the pieces that you can find?
That's deep.
And I think, I didn't think I was going to get that deep
No,
today,
that's-
but
I
sometimes
don't
it just
know what
comes
to
out.
make of that. It's
Yeah,
because my hair. Did my hair make you go that way?
It did. It gave me the the deepening.
The deepening of my shorts. That's what happened. No, I'm all about this now. As whenever I take my braids out, I got this beautiful perm that sort of just happens.
It's the auto crimp.
Yeah.
It's Laurel does the same thing. She wants my daughter. She wants her hair,
Crimpy.
stylized, crimpy like that, and she'll braid it the night before.
I didn't know
And
this was a thing.
after a bath or a shower, she'll braid it up, and then it'll kind of go to bed wet in a braid, and she wakes up, and it comes out like boom. It's like we're reliving the '80s here with
Bringing it
with
back.
the crimps.
I like that. So
Yeah.
with that in mind, do you have any products I could use to help maintain a lovely crimp like this? Because usually by tomorrow it's gone.
Yeah, our shampoo bar.
Get outta
So it's
here.
a solid shampoo bar.
Hold on a second. A bar of shampoo?
Bar of shampoo, no plastic
What?
bottle, no conditioner needed. It's an all-in-one shampoo conditioner. It's going to clean. It's going to moisturize. Not going to
just-
kill you while you're doing it.
You just
Yeah, what I like to do, I'll lather it up in my hands and then
and
take the lather into my hair, and actually I use it for my beard as well.
Of course.
Yeah.
Well, that
Why
that
not?
makes sense for a beard,
Right,
but for an
for
actual
sure.
head of hair.
Yeah.
Interesting.
It's infused with an apple cider vinegar. So
Ooh.
apple cider vinegar is going to seal the hair follicle, rinse some of the excess moisture or residue from the soap out. And these golden locks here, it's the Uncle
Look
Mike
at
shampoo
that.
bar. Wash my hair maybe twice a week.
Yeah, there it is.
'Cause I don't like the uber fluffiness shampooy.
I used to I used to wash the hair every single day until I found out you're not supposed to.
Yeah. I mean,
You
I
literally
used
aren't
to
supposed
too,
to do it.
right?
Like, what's the deal with that? Why does that make sense?
Well, I mean, like standard shampoos, normal shampoos that are on the market are detergent based, so they're
Ugh.
going to strip everything from the hair,
Ugh.
and then you require a conditioner to impart moisture back into it. And a lot of those conditioners or moisturizers are just not necessarily putting moisture in; they're putting film on the hair to make it, free flowy. Head and
I
shoulders.
love how you're
get
showing
very-
it. Yeah.
Oh yeah, you got to
This is what I'm
feel
talking
the
about.
words.
Okay,
Feel
yeah.
the words. And I mean, essentially, it dries out your hair, I guess. And it's not.
It's not the best.
No, and your hair will produce oil, and by letting your body kind of build up those oils and kind of regulate itself, I think that's a lot healthier, I guess. maybe,
This
for-
is why I call you the mad scientist of all this stuff, because you put in the work that I would never, ever give the time to do because I'm so damn lazy. I just assume you're supposed to wash your hair every day like you wash the rest of your body every day.
Yep.
Boy, was I wrong.
I know all these things that you didn't know you needed to know. Maybe you still don't want to know, but
Well, this is why it's so important to talk about, because you don't get a conversation like this normally. That's why I'm so happy to have Uncle Mike here every Tuesday with Uncle Mike's all natural products, UncleMike'sNaturals.com, plural, natural.com.
singular.
UncleMike'sNatural.com. You head
got
there.
it. Yeah.
The promo code, we had a promo code. It was his birthday exactly 1 week ago today. We had the Damn 42 going and almost broke him. So we are not going to use that one anymore, as that was way too hot of a
steep
promo.
one. It
Yeah.
was a steep one. But
So,
it was
we are gonna-
it was a special occasion.
Yeah,
We
his
had to
birthday.
kind of blow it out.
Yeah.
Make it a little crazy.
And we want to thank all of our people that have joined this whole movement of ours that we sort of, I don't want to say push around here, but live by and making the world a better place and doing good things. And we like to help you do good things by supporting local with products that won't ruin the environment and stuff that you won't feel bad for using. Like I feel bad for using this Head and Shoulders that I use, the Smooth and Silky now. So I have to get a full on, I guess.
Get the shampoo bar.
The full.
We'll
I'm not
set
just thinking that though, like a full on like head setup, like
Oh,
hair
yeah.
setup, like
Yep.
the bar and like a conditioner. All like, do you have all that
Yep.
stuff?
Just the shampoo bar.
Okay,
But the
it
nice thing about the shampoo bar, you don't need the
it
conditioner,
gives
right?
everything in it, but you said
it's going to
before.
moisturize, it's going to cleanse.
So when I go to buy this,
Yep.
are we gonna have a promo code for this week?
We've got a DAM20 promo code. So you're going to save 20% on all products. So
love these
whether you
promo
want the
codes. I think it's
shampoo
so
bar,
cool.
whether you want the deodorant, the foaming hand soap, bar soap, you need some beard and shaving products, whatever you want, you can save 20% on it.
Just by entering DAM20.
DAM20.
That's the
all
promo
it takes.
code. So I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna get my bar soap for my hair, and I'm gonna work on this perm. So I won't be able to hold it for longer than a day either way. Hey, that's what I'm learning.
Yeah, probably not.
So I might as well just let her go natural
Yep.
with the good stuff. Okay, so I
Yep.
got it. Now, what do you do if you got dandruff? I always had that joke. It's like, oh, you don't have dandruff. Why do you use Head and Shoulders? And the guy's like, I know.
So,
Because he does all the time.
Honestly, a lot of that is because when you shampoo with conventional shampoos, it's drying out your scalp.
Come on.
Yeah.
Is
I know.
big shampoo gonna hear us and shut us down?
They might.
Is that what's happening?
They just might.
Like they must hate people that do stuff like you're doing. Do you ever get like threats from them or anything?
I've had some sketchy vehicles driving by the shop.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Some sketchy babies giving me the side eye.
I'm hyper aware of this. I know you're joking right now, but I am hyper aware of stuff like this nowadays in
It
the
could
world that we
happen.
live in. It's just such
It's-
a weird place. So,
Yep.
okay, so we
It's
got the
not
DAM20
impossible.
promo. You can go there, get set up, get your perm all set up as well, get your body nice and clean, and get rid of all the garbage that people are putting into stuff that you're putting into and onto your body. Enough of that. We had an announcement today. I was hanging out with two of my good buddies here earlier this morning, and they told me, holy shit, there's a show coming to town. I was like, what show? Dropkick Murphys and Pennywise on the same ticket, Uncle Mike. So we're switching from Uncle Mike from his all natural products to Uncle Punk Rock Mike. And I want to know your thoughts on a huge announcement. Like SaskTel Center, man. When's the last time we had a good punk show at SaskTel Center?
Yeah, I don't know. And honestly, I mean, I get that bands, you need a bigger venue. It's great.
We're a small venue guys. You can say it.
small
You can say
venue
it.
guys.
That's fine.
I don't.
We're allowed to
I
like
mean,
the intimate punk rock vibe of a small venue.
Yeah. And part of it, I think, just the closeness you get when you're playing kind of a smaller show, whatever. I kind of get like anxiety with being in big groups of people.
Me too.
It's not a favorite thing. That being said, I will probably still go.
The names alone, like Pennywise. Like Matt Berg was one of my buddies that was here. Pennywise has been his favorite band since I've known him.
Oh yeah.
Like his whole life, he's loved Pennywise, and they're coming to SaskTel Center. Like that's pretty big news.
Yeah. I mean, again, it's cool to see, again, bands that maybe would normally play smaller, like Pennywise played Louis, I don't know, maybe 8 or 10 years ago or something. And so, I mean, it's great to see that they obviously have a fan base now to support larger venues. Like, I'm stoked for the bands that.
And make no mistake, Dropkick is obviously
for sure.
the big dog.
Yes,
here.
yeah.
But for punkers like us who go all the way back, and apparently Pennywise got the old singer back now.
Oh yeah.
So that's a thing that I was
Okay.
confirmed from Matt Bergigan, biggest Pennywise fan I've ever met. And so that was pretty cool. Like the old guy's still there, or the new guy that like the old guy's back, but the other guy's still there as well. I think so. It's
Okay.
like some of this.
Okay.
But like you said at that show when they were here, you couldn't even tell that it was a different singer.
No.
Like he was all over it.
Yeah, I did not. I'm not aware. I was not up to date on the Pennywise.
This is why I'm filling you in as
well,
our
I
punk rock
appreciate it.
guru.
Yes. Yeah.
As we're going to be going to that show, like you have to go.
Yes,
But
yeah.
Dropkick is one of those bands again with all the sports stuff.
Yeah.
$230 now
Yeah.
to the Saskatoon Food Bank and Learning Center.
Yeah, and I think
That was
last
a
time
big
I
game.
saw them, they played Prairieland, I think, maybe, with
Yeah.
like, Rancid or something.
That's
I don't know. Like
I was at that show,
15,
and
20
that was
years
a
ago,
great
maybe? I
show.
don't
At
know.
least 15.
Yeah.
At least. And that was another great one. But like you said, it didn't really sell out Prairieland either.
No. And that was a big venue in
In the big scheme of
considering-
things,
yeah,
you're talking
you know.
thousands of people, not
Right,
a couple
like,
hundred.
in
at,
comparison
like,
to
Louis, yeah.
Amigos or Louis or Black Cat, the places where
All of our places.
a lot of these bands that we like and love
Yes.
and go see play.
So with Dropkick, going out there and basically, doing songs for the Bruins, doing songs for the Celtics, doing the whole Boston thing. They have their, St. Patty's Day show every year in
Yep.
Boston. They're all
Yep.
about it. Like, do you feel like their connection with like those huge sports teams is a reason why they're getting a SaskTel Center show now?
Oh, probably. It helps,
Absolutely.
I would imagine, and again, just broadening that fan base, because I think a lot of people, maybe hadn't heard of them until they're exposed to it through another avenue, i.e. sports or whatever, right?
And that is one of my biggest things. I always talk about like the Dallas Stars, who are a NHL team in the Western Conference Finals, and their goal song was done by Pantera, a band
really?
that we love. Yeah. It's like, go, Stars, go. And then it's like, it's awesome, awesome shit. And like, these bands that we love so much also are fans of these teams that we love
Yep.
so much. So when they come together, it just puts such a happy smile on my face to see.
Yep. Yeah, I think that's. I think that's always cool when you, you have two things that you love or
Bring 'em
enjoy, and
together.
then you bring them together, and it's a match made in
Musical heaven.
musical heaven.
Musical sports heaven.
Yeah.
That's it. Do you
Can't go wrong.
think that? What kind of numbers do you think this show will do? A Dropkick Pennywise show at SaskTel Center, the home of your Neon Flamingos, by the way.
Jeez, I don't
Just throwing in
even
the
know.
spot right now. Like, do you think they can justify it? Because that's the big question that a lot of promoters sort of ask before they commit to jumping on a show like this that could sort of be one of those niche type
Right.
of crowds.
I mean, I'd say it's a very tall order, and they'll probably do they're not going to do the full.
No,
stadium
they'll
thing. It's gonna
just do the
half
bottom bowl, yeah.
or whatever.
Yeah. Like, I call it the Blades playoffs until like the last couple games,
Right.
unfortunately. But you border off the whole top, and then you bottom bowl, and you go floor level.
Yeah, I mean,
So you get 9 or 10, maybe.
You think?
I don't know. That's what I'm a little worried
like,
about.
Even that.
The
seems-
last thing I want is for a Pennywise show to get canceled because people won't show up to a Dropkick show.
Right. Yep.
That's my worry.
I mean, I don't even know capacity on certain things like that, but
I feel like I'm just throwing a lot of questions at you. Where
there's
you're
a lot of
you're like,
technical.
"Man, why is this guy
lot
asking
of
me so many questions?"
Give me some time to prepare. I'll come up with something a little bit better. But
Well, no.
I can wing
I don't
something.
want you,
I mean,
to
I
come
can-
in here prepared
Ah,
because
no,
that's
I
what
know. I
everybody
just,
does.
No.
How the
no.
hell are you supposed to stick out and be different if you come in there? Yes, here are
No.
my notes on exactly what you've asked me, and I'm very prepared to answer them. No, you're coming on next. I'm trying to put the spotlight on
Don't
this guy
hijack
right now.
my
Jeez, don't
my
hijack
on
his
the
time.
spot
bro.
question. You can see I'm
Coach always
blushing here.
Coach always rolls in here. No, okay.
I mean I was gonna say like 5,000, but
So
I
bring
think
him
about
in.
like
Okay.
5,000.
All right,
is
Coach,
like
you want to talk so much? Come on up.
5,000 is a lot
Hold
of
on.
people.
Hey, DAM20 is the promo code.
DAM20.
Use DAM20, and then go and get your bar of shampoo
There you go.
for
Try
your
it out.
hair. Put it together, wipe it down, get it all ready, as we will have another week of these promo codes. You can use them at the website, UncleMike'sNatural.com. Anything else you want to get out there, young man?
Actually, just this weekend. So it's
Here we go.
what is it here? It's the Rollin' Free motorcycle swap meet, chopper swap, over at the Sutherland Curling Hall.
Oh, I like that
this
place.
Saturday.
Yeah.
They do they do kind of a swap meet during the day. There's like a show and shine, starting at 5, and then there is actually a show. So 2 local bands.
Come on.
The No Go's, who actually
Hey,
just
they
got
just-
back from
yeah.
a tour out west.
They were just going.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And who the hell else is it?
Oh, don't let the other band down now.
Dirty Sanchez, the Dirty Sanchez Orchestra, and the No Go's playing at the Sutherland
It's like
Curling
my third
Hall
favorite orchestra right
at
there.
the
that.
Rollin' Free motorcycle swap meet this Saturday.
This is why he comes by, not just for his products and not just to talk about music, but also to promote local, because that's what we're all about.
Yes.
Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for my man, Uncle Mike. Woo! Hit me. Hey, give me some. Right there. Yes.
Thank
Love
you.
buddy.
Thank you,
Come
Gary.
by. We'll
Okay.
see you next Tuesday, hey?
Sounds good, brother.
Ooh,
Okay,
isn't
take
that
care.
like a bad word joke you're supposed to say? I like how you waited for the camera cut, too. That's great. See you next Tuesday is a replacement for a bad word that people use. And it totally took away the actual term of see you next Tuesday. Because you're here every Tuesday. And it's like, I'm going to see you next Tuesday. And we're going to have a new promo code. It's going to be great. So it's all good. All right, Coach, come on up here. You can come up. as the Tuesday edition continues. You are, like, as far as playing songs out, Frankie's Fingers, you got the best Frankie's Fingers so far. Did you know as well, I found this out the other night, Frankie has other songs besides just that one that we have. There's numerous recordings of Frankie just crushing the piano. So we're going to see if we can roll into some more of that as well as we continue to image this show and many, many more. The voice you heard off stage has now made his way on stage. And he is a very, very knowledgeable guy as well, as we only like to surround ourselves with smart people because we, and by we I mean only me, not LB or Dragon, we are not very smart on our own.
You do crimp your hair.
I'm so happy you got in the studio because you didn't believe me that it was real. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for Coach Mazer! Yo!
It's me.
That's you, buddy. Welcome to your show. You got
Hi.
some fans in there. Yeah, it is real. Look at that. It's real and it is fabulous.
Is it actually crimped this
That's
time?
right. Yeah, it's clean.
I don't-
It's fine. It's not going to bug you. Isn't that cool?
It's scary.
There it is. How are you?
Good.
I missed you. Sound better. You finally got that tickle out?
It's good. Yeah, like I'm probably at 96% here.
That's amazing. You haven't been in the 90s for like
That's
2 months.
I'm exaggerating. I added 15%.
Well, you're
But I
always
feel
supposed to do
good.
that.
Like
You
it's
look
way
great.
better.
I'm happy you're here. Let's go ahead for a Maggie Cam one more time, as it is very potential. Let's make it a reality, as we didn't get a Maggie Cam in yesterday. Dragon, you want to go ahead and just toss a little Maggie Cam? Possibly there. Oh, now she's looking the wrong way. You got it the wrong way. Oh, you guys. There's the fluffy butt. Oh, that's still a pretty good Maggie Cam. As we continue to make up for our first ever show off back on yesterday, which would be Monday. So Mike and Rochelle and our friends over at Pet Planet on A Street, your pet's natural grocer, go by and say hello to them and buy all their amazing products. And you can say hi to Shar and Chris, as well as they all work there, including after the hours. So once your workday is done, you can still get in there and get your stuff done.
My buddies, do you know Kyle Bennett that I work with? Or you know Brad?
I definitely know Brad.
You would have played hockey with both of them. Brad's getting a new dog apparently. So I'll have to force them nicely, gently to go visit
The best
the
part
good
is
people here.
we don't force anybody. It's just everyone goes there because it's the best pet store.
I think
on
I
the
added
planet.
gentle.
Gentle?
Gently force them.
Yeah,
Guide
only
them.
Guiding could be the way. Like
Suggest-
everyone that works,
suggest.
everyone that works here with
Recommend.
us, they all go there. That's all.
That's
I'm
true.
saying.
And
And my neighbors all go there.
there's two other dogs. They're Great Pyrenees Roddy crosses.
Come on.
They're gorgeous. They looked almost like my Roddy, which wasn't a Rottweiler. It was just his name was
Hot
Roddy
Rod,
Piper,
yeah.
Hot Rod,
Yeah.
and German Shepherd mixed with we didn't know what, but they look similar. So that it brought back some moments of, like just I'll never get a dog again because that won't
Me
be
too.
Roddy, and then
And
I'll
we're
be
not
mean
going
to
to talk
the
about
dog.
that. Last time we went down that road, it was
Yeah,
not
it was
good.
very sad.
Yeah,
I get it.
so-
Like I don't deal with that very
Yeah.
well. The
Dropkick Murphys, talk about the show. You were over there saying, oh, you think they're going to sell 10,000 plus tickets.
no, I was way less because I've been to a Dropkick Murphy
And
show
where,
before.
where at?
That's a good question.
Ooh, I
Where
bet
was
you I
it?
know exactly where.
We were together.
Calgary Motor Speedway for
Yeah, we
Warp
were there.
Tour.
Yeah, we were there
Oh, those
then.
Warp Tour days. Uncle Mike, you went to some Warp Tours, didn't you?
Who's
Oh,
who's bigger? So it was a great
Hell yeah.
time. Yeah, and then some. The Saskatoon version, when it finally came here, wasn't the same. It was different.
yeah,
But it's
it
you
got
even
taken
see
over.
some different genres or different things. They just throw a curveball, and it's like
Man.
Katy Perry played in Saskatoon, or I believe the first one that came here.
I
so
will
it's like
tell you, Cool Keith,
Katy
one of the
Perry
greatest
doing
rappers.
cherry. What was that song? What was her thing about?
Kissing a girl. I kissed
No.
a girl and I liked it.
I kissed a girl.
And it tastes
The
like
taste
cherries.
of cherry chapsticks.
Chaps my ass.
Yeah, but anyway, she was there, and that confused me.
Yeah. They went in a different route for sure.
There was different, but
Down
the
that
the Calgary Motor Speedway event was always really fun and great memories that we had. We
Cool.
should tell some stories, but we're not going to today.
That might be on our show that we're
Yeah,
gonna
that'd be the
recording.
Dude.
We're going to start the Dude podcast
The
back up.
podcast one. The
Good stories.
how many people were at the Bad Religion shows that we would go to? 2,000?
Lots.
3,000? Not
Yeah.
lots. It was at Wheatland. It would be
Well-
good. There'd be the older. We were on the verge of not being old yet, but the guys that would just have some beers and be in the back, and then people that would be stage
that's us
front.
now, yeah.
There was always some space. So
Yeah.
it's
I see
it's
what
hard
you're
to
saying.
say. I don't. There'd be a good crowd. It'd be a fun crowd. It'd be a now diverse crowd probably because there'd be
If you've been
guys
to a
in-
punk rock show lately in this
Yeah.
city, it's the exact same people that were there 20 years ago when
Yeah.
you went and saw these bands for the first time. It's just a big reunion for all the old
except
punk
for me.
rockers now.
I always miss everything.
No,
but
you did make it out to a couple.
that is true. But yeah, face to face when they
Oh,
played
that
at
was so good. You and your lovely wife Sarah. I was right beside you guys. That was at Louis.
But that was 1800 probably, and it was a weird night. It was like a Thursday or it was a Wednesday, so it's a tough night. So it all depends. So when is this? When are they coming?
It's a Friday night,
It's
October
a Friday
18th,
night. So I up it to 5,000.
for SaskTel Center.
It's at SaskTel.
That's what we're saying. It's SaskTel
And you know what it
Center.
is? Dropkick.
This is what I'm asking.
And they've been
the
on some
fact
big
that they are all
album- they've
over
been on some
all
big-
of these tours now, and they're connected to all of these sports teams
Yeah,
now.
they're NH Boston. You're right. Okay, fine. 12,000 people.
That's a big one. My man Scott Ford and the team over at SaskTel Center.
12,000 people.
That's a good
100%.
Yeah, well, they're
What? And it's Friday the
18th
of.
October.
I'm available.
Let's go.
I'm not booked in for anything yet. Let's
Perfect.
go. I'm in. So
Okay,
we'll be
we'll get
one
our
of
tickets.
12,000 people.
I would
at
love
the
to sing
show.
along some Pennywise. Hey, doing some F Authority.
So Pennywise has come too. Where was
Pennywise
I?
and
When did
Dropkick.
this?
It just
When
got-
was this announced?
Just got announced like today.
Okay, I
people
feel-
people in the biz knew on Friday,
Right.
but
I've been busy since whatever day I didn't go to work. Friday. Busy with the kids' sports, hockey
good.
all
That's
weekend
important.
long. So
how'd the sports go? You guys do good?
amazingly good. So the 2014 Crushers that I
love the
helped
Crushers,
organize
yeah.
with Kobe Hauk, and he might be listening right now,
Shout
driving
out.
to Fort Mac. for his
Audio
job.
versions. Yeah, shout out to the audio versions as
Um,
well. We like those very much. You can get them anywhere you get your audio.
On
The
the
Spotify.
Spotify. Are we live on Spotify?
I don't know. Probably not. I don't know
No,
how any of them.
so those are recorded tapes. So he'd be listening to the YouTube through his car speakers and not
Oh,
watching.
okay.
But you can just
Yeah.
also do that.
I was told by Network Ryan I need to promote the audio versions more.
But yeah,
and be aware of
Spotify.
them as we talk.
You can listen when you have time to listen on the Spotify and the Apple
Nice.
Music and whatever else. Apple Podcasts.
Apple
App- you know what?
Podcasts. We're doing really well for real. Get
You know
out
what?
of here.
Here's the deal. Apple is way bigger
We're
than
100th
Spotify.
place on Apple.
Remember, Dude Podcast?
We
when
were
you
like
dropped,
number
yeah,
one.
we weren't.
Yeah,
in
dude,
our
you don't tell
category.
people that stuff.
So-
stop it.
So the hybrid comedy / not quite sure what we're talking about category.
Why does
so there's
everyone gotta
us
tear
and
down? Let's
two
just
others.
build up. Let's build up. Stop tearing down. Ridiculous.
That's a huge. It's great for being top 100 out of 3.
Okay, this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to bring this all the way back to my favorite story ever
Yeah.
from Warped Tour.
I thought I was going to come talk about sports.
We're going to get to it.
All right.
Cool Keith, one of the greatest rappers of all time.
Yeah.
You may know him from hip hop. He was one of the first crossover guys to do the Warped Tour. And so this is when it was all your favorite punk rock bands. Everyone that taught you to hate authority, everyone that told you politics are effed, don't buy into any of it, everyone who molded us into the people that hate society that we live in now. You get a guy like Cool Keith coming out.
I thought we weren't talking about politics on
We're
the
not.
show. Okay.
That's not talking. I'm just saying those
Yeah.
words.
Supporting.
So Cool Keith comes out,
Yeah.
and one of his dynamics, one of his things is he changes. He has different like alter egos, literal alter egos, where he'll put a different album under these different names. And so Cool Keith turns into Dr. Octagon right on stage. Like, oh no, I'm turning into Dr. Octagon. And it's this incredible performance. I'm like losing it. And I look around, everyone's all drunk. Like, what the heck's this hip hop? Get it off the stage. And they were throwing rocks at him.
That's stupid.
Like throwing rocks at an
But-
artist on a stage, and he just like kept turning. Like he was getting hit in the face. He turned on,
Mm-hmm.
and he turned into his different like alter egos and did his thing. And it was like Black Elvis is another one of them. Like he has all these amazing things happening,
That's
and no
disappointing.
one appreciated it. But now it's like you do that today, and now you get called out for it. And I
Yeah, you
appreciate
good.
that.
You
like
should.
that, like that dude. That was one of the coolest performances I've ever seen in my life, and it got ruined by a bunch of jabronis who were like, I don't like
Jabrones
wood, I
suck.
don't like different.
I think I walked that line of being one of those jabronis. Like I would love to go to the stages that had like pop punk
Ah,
and then
You're
go
talking about
maybe a
Sum
little
41.
bit too hard. You know what I mean?
yeah.
And
It's not
everyone's
fair.
just like this.
No one
this
can
is a
love.
love
Just
ballad.
love.
This is a love song.
Let's just love you.
What are you
guys.
doing?
Just
But
let-
yeah,
let
but I
everybody
wouldn't
have
be
it.
banging anybody, just by myself, just going hard.
You were
having
great
fun.
because you were one of our best drivers back then. One of those trips was when we put
Yeah.
the rental van in reverse at 140.
Let's not get into that. That's a dude podcast thing,
Sorry,
not
I'm
a your
just having all
show
these
thing.
flashbacks right now.
That's
Great
a
promo for our upcoming shows.
yeah.
Very good stuff.
Um,
Okay, I'm going to give you the hottest take, and you as well. The hottest take you're going to hear today. I'm going to start getting intros made for moments like this. And in my head, it would be like a kettle going up, like, wee, like, ooh, that's a hot take.
yeah,
You
we
know,
need that.
that'd
We
be the
don't have
intro. We
any
push the
sound
button.
bites. Those are
We'll get 'em.
definitely yeah.
We'll get them. And then so I'd be like, ooh, the hottest is time now for the hottest take in the history of live YouTube shows.
Brought to you
between 4
by
and 5.
Landmark Stone and Exteriors.
If you want to be a part of this, all you got to do is head to dufferinave.com. You can become an advertiser with us. Look at that. I nailed it. You can also create content with us as we're rolling out, man. Like we have oh, that's nice too. As we're all hitting our marks, go Rhinos. We have an incredible team here, and we don't give a shit about money. That's the best part. Whatever your budget is, we can make something work for you, and that's why this place is so special.
We have
So hit
bills
us
to
up
pay.
at dufferinave.com.
There's some
That's
bills
it.
to pay.
That's all we do with the money is
Yeah.
pay the bills. It's unbelievable that people are still like, you don't actually do this. Like, yeah, we do. Like, I'm not joking around. I got no one else to take care of except for me and Maggie. So this is
And
our
your
baby,
hair.
and this is- and my hair. And I got bar soap for that now. So that's good.
Beautiful products. Also, huge hit with the family. My wife, my wife's mom, aka my mom by marriage,
That's mother-in-law.
and then my mom. 3 people that I
Say Mother's
bought
Day.
gifts.
Yeah.
They all loved them. Mother's Day gifts were a huge hit, and
Damn 20 is the promo code.
and
Hit
they
up the
and my
mics.
mom said, "Ooh, is that from the fella that was on the show?" And I was like, "It definitely was, Mom." She's like, "That's nice," and she doesn't talk like that at all,
I wish she
but
did.
that's fine.
Oh, real quick, Aquaman. Shout out to our friends in Aquaman, underwater drone inspections, and so much more. Hit them up. Love them absolutely 1,000% to death.
I have some family out in that direction.
Lethbridge, Alberta, Saskatchewan,
Aquaman.
Aquaman.
I thought it was in Lloyd.
Lloyd, yeah. What is not Lethbridge? Lloyd.
Different. We're talking
Do
hurricanes.
they hit up
later.
the Aquaman? Yeah.
I don't know, but they will if
Yeah,
they
we'll
have
see.
any issues.
Once you're a part of this
Waterproofing
team,
and
this
all
is
that.
what happens. Everyone gets on board, and we all help each other.
And we all know people all over the country. So once you start advertising, we have connections.
That's it.
We'll create
For
some sales.
everyone. And this is what I'm talking about. The family here is so just, they take it. We won't sit here and do this all day. Hottest take you're ever going to get right now from today, at this moment.
Okay.
The boringest Final Four in the history of the Stanley Cup playoffs. The boringest.
Disagree.
Oh, I knew you would. And that's why I wanted to throw this at you, because I want you
All
to
right.
tear me a new one. Make me care about this. As an Oiler fan, yeah, that's cool. Go Oilers.
Mhm.
Everyone else, like, ugh. Like, and we got the Rangers and the Fat Tito. Shout out to all the boys in the Tito.
No,
Like, it's just
Florida's going to
boring.
be Florida Rangers game's going to be super interesting. The
Have you
Rangers
watched
have
any-
tons of firepower, and then
Okay.
Florida has that sandpaper again that just demolished your. What team did they play?
Bastard.
Yeah, and they were
See ya.
soft. Boston's soft now.
Yeah.
But they pretend to be hard, but they don't. They don't have that grit. So that Florida's going to come in with some sandpaper. Rangers are going to go with some skill, and you're going to see some class. You're going to see a lot of power plays for the Rangers, I think, and it'll be an interesting series. I think it's Rangers in 6, but Florida's going to push them a little bit. It'll be a good series if you like hockey.
Got my dad here. Just
All right,
hey, Dad, I'm just on
And-
the air right now.
and I can't talk at the same
I'm just on
time.
the air right
There's
now
a
with
phone
Mace. We're talking
conversation
hockey.
going on, but then we have the
Okay,
Oilers
I'll call you back when we're done.
and Dallas
Okay, bye.
also.
AHL goalie for the Canucks.
Oh, get out of here.
Sivars. Yeah,
Okay.
he was on fire till he wasn't.
Here's why this take is so hot. Did anybody want to see Florida and New York at all in the East?
I think NHL did because New York would be the
New
second
York, you
biggest
always
team
want New York for the
in the NHL. So
reach.
yeah, so that's a
Okay.
huge reach. New
And
York's.
then, does that cancel?
I've
Florida?
heard New York's a big place. I've been there once. It didn't seem that big, but I was in
It's
a
no
cab
bigger.
and driving. I was like, I don't know this. I've been to Kuala Lumpur. It seemed bigger than that. I've been to
It's a humble brag.
other places that seem bigger than New York, but aren't. New
So
York's
do you think
huge.
Mr. Bettman's sitting there like, yes, I'm very happy with these
They like the
14
New York thing. I think the
But you
New
gotta
York
hate
and
Florida.
Oilers, the Gretzky story, because Gretzky's been covering some stuff. Gretzky's face has been pretty active these places on TV and broadcasts and stuff like that. So I think the Oilers versus the Rangers is what would be wanted. Dallas
We're
versus
talking
Florida.
right now. These 4 teams, right?
Yeah.
So you're thinking Edmonton's enough to carry Canada. You're thinking New York's enough to carry America.
Yes.
So would this technically still be okay with most fans? I just feel like there's nothing for me to watch or enjoy with this series. And that's as an
Which
Oilers
series?
fan.
The Rangers
The whole
series?
thing, both of them. The East and the West Conference Finals. The Prince of Wales and the Clarence Campbell.
What would you have rather? So Dallas beat.
I don't know what I would rather have. That's the problem. It's I have not been hyped up to watch hockey. I've only watched the Bruins and I watched the Oilers, and that's it.
Our families,
and I'm a
our
fan.
families, our families into it. So right now, but maybe that's an Oilers thing. My wife's into it, and if my wife's into it, that's awesome because that means hockey's
And you
on,
get to
no
watch it.
question.
Yeah,
And there's lots
you're
of
not
hockey
fighting.
going on. I don't know how to sell it to any other way. Like Dallas, I think Colorado, Edmonton would have been a bigger sell. There's McKinnon, McDavid would have been something. I don't think the Dallas Wyatt, whatever his friggin' name is. There's some good players on Dallas. It's also a big reach as well, but it doesn't interest me as much. I would have preferred Colorado, but it is what it is. It's going to be good hockey. They'll be both fast-paced hockey. That series will be so fast.
What would be your ideal Final Four? Maybe that's the bigger question. I can't even think of who I would want to watch both series.
Jets Oilers.
Okay.
You're welcome.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
Um,
It's pretty good.
Jets
And then
Oilers.
like a Boston.
No, F Boston.
Like I'm just talking about people around here because everyone loves like either
So
Canadian team or
Jets-
the Bruins, right? Or that
Yeah. No,
team
F
in Montreal.
F Boston. No, F. No.
Maybe
no
Montreal, Boston, Edmonton,
No,
Calgary.
gross.
That's what you want.
No.
That's what you want.
I'm into fart noises. I'm into the Spud fart noises. Shout out Grant Hansen. And he
Spuddy.
does this.
That's a good one.
That's his favorite.
That's how you know you're really
I'm
getting
into
to
it.
them into a
That's,
conversation.
that's when you know you haven't seen a friend in a while, when you start doing their little things just to bring
Their
them back, to
mannerisms.
remind you of them.
You're telling me that wouldn't be the dream for Edmonton, Calgary, one side. I know you probably couldn't do it.
no,
'cause
the
it'd be two
dream.
teams
So
in the
like a
Pacific,
final
but- and then a
four
Boston,
would be
Montreal.
original six is usually your answer. You'd pick the
Yeah.
oldest team, but no, I'm not feeling that at all.
So what would yours be?
Just
You already said
personally,
Edmonton, Winnipeg.
Yeah, Edmonton, Winnipeg.
Could be your East. Who'd be playing for the Prince of
I've already
Wales?
said this on a previous show that like the East isn't my thing. I'm on the West. I watch
I
the
don't
West
care
the
about
most.
any of that. Do you think
All right.
everyone here has watched any of our shows? No.
That is also true, or
Yeah,
cared
it's
about
all
my
good.
opinion.
No.
So I could say any team
Yes.
right now.
Yes.
Ottawa.
Go Sens.
Yeah. Ottawa Senators. And
I really appreciate this.
hmm.
I'm still upset that my dad isn't watching. Like he said he was going to watch for sure, and
And
he's
he
calling
didn't?
during showtime.
Here, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna do
What's that?
this. 'Cause I don't know.
Okay. Are you
So
guys
no, I'm gonna do this when you forced me to do this.
this what I don't even know what you're doing.
I don't really. That's I
I'm
don't
sort of
either.
intrigued though. This is exciting.
No.
So in case you're wondering, got your Rangers.
Mm-hmm.
That's a team. You got your Florida Panthers. They're
Mhm.
playing for the Eastern Conference Finals. I believe that begins tomorrow. Maybe.
I
Are
was
they
just
starting?
looking for who finished last place
Ah.
in these. So the Columbus Blue Jackets
Ooh. They're a rough team.
were trash.
Mm-hmm.
Flyers. No, you know what? Red Wings. I don't know if it'd be possible.
People love Detroit though. People love the Wings.
Mhm.
They had that run. You go to the playoffs for like 20 plus years. That's all Doobie.
And
ever,
they're
held
due,
over
so
our
they haven't
heads.
been back since. Have they? Have they been back?
It's been a while. It's been a while.
And they're on the verge. So let's go. That'd be my deal. We got.
I really think you missed the whole point of this question.
What was it?
As a fan, what would you want to be?
Because I
these
think
four
this was
teams do
what was the
nothing
whole
for me.
point of this whole little segment that we're doing right now.
I just wanted to check in with you and say hi, and then I just want to throw a hockey question at you.
Okay.
And that
So
was it.
Rangers in 6.
You like the Rangers over Florida?
Yeah, I like doing predictions.
Okay. Now,
Not things that
why
aren't
would
real.
the Rangers defeat a team that just beat the best team in the history of hockey over the last 2 years?
Because the Rangers are the best team in the East right now.
After seeing what Florida did.
Yeah, well they are. So
Okay.
Rangers in 6.
Now,
And then we got the Oilers in 7, but they're going to go down by 2. So they'll be coming back from
you
down
did
2.
say the Oilers would win last series in 6,
Did I?
and they took 7. So
And they
you
took
think
7.
that Edmonton can go out there and do something?
Yeah, they'll be 7. And then the Rangers will win the Stanley Cup in 5.
Now, what don't you like about Dallas? What did Dallas do to you to make you so upset?
I'm not convinced, but they're good. They got the experience down low.
Is Marty Turco still there? Who's their goalie?
No, Marty Turco's
Jake
not
Artinger?
there.
Any
I have
leg-
no idea.
Legacy?
Don't know. 4 years ago,
Ottinger,
Ryan would know
Ottinger.
all that stuff.
Yeah.
Ottinger, the otter.
The Otter. He's
That's
good.
not his nickname.
He's good.
He's good. Yeah, they're
Do
fine.
you think Skinner starts every game?
You know what? That's one thing the Oilers have me confused with what they're doing.
In the
Goaltending.
goaltending category, in case
Yeah,
you don't
that.
know, they have a starting goalie named Stuart Skinner, who was like a rookie of the year, real big deal. Then sort of gets the yips every now and then, and they replaced him with a guy named Calvin Pickard.
Totally unrelated and out of left field. I mentioned the guy, and we didn't even talk about the weekend. We went all over the place like we usually do. But
That's why I
the
love
guy
this
that
show so much.
I
It's a great
managed
show.
the 2014 Crushers with, Colby
Yes.
Hoke, that's
Yep.
actually driving to his work
And listening right now.
and maybe listening
you for
right now.
listening.
He had a fun fact. So allegedly, 13 years ago, this year, Vancouver was in the final against Your
Boston Bruins.
and lost in 7.
Yes, we did. All because
13 years-
Sedin got punched in the face.
13
So
years
funny.
before that, they were in the final against the Rangers and lost in 7. So he had a fun theory heading into the game yesterday that they'd pull it out, they'd win another series, and then they'd win, or they'd either win in 7 or lose again in 7
Close the cycle.
and keep closing that cycle. But then I just texted him, I was like, one thing's for certain, every 13 years, you're just really disappointed. So that was a little fun joke that I had.
Life
with
of a
buddy
Canucks
yesterday.
fan, though, right? Like,
Yeah.
how can you cheer for a team that hasn't been cool since basically Trevor Linden left?
And their fans are the worst.
Ugh.
Not
Hey,
all
that-
their fans.
They got a shot on goal. Let's riot.
Yeah,
Woo!
not all their fans. Just people, people from BC.
Oh, come
anyone?
on, put
anyone
everyone
in here
a
from BC?
box.
BC?
Anyone?
No, no,
I
just
know.
in general,
Not
people
only are
from
they not
BC.
from there, they're like,
Do we have any
"I'll send
fans
you a
in
good
BC?
pair." We got a couple. Pakester lives in BC. Shout out to the Pakester.
There's some
we
good
don't know
people
too
in
many.
BC.
Of
Cade,
course there's good
remember,
people.
I always bring Cade
We
back.
love Cade. This
Love
is my
that guy.
I will tell you though, they are under a different sort of microscope over there for sure.
Yeah. What do you mean?
No, it's just we're not political or religious, so we're not going to delve into it.
Mhm.
There seems to be an aura with people from in or around those parts. at
You're
times.
right.
And I feel like we're guilty of it literally right
I
now.
get
which
along
We shouldn't be. And we're not.
No, that's fine. Everybody from BC that I get along with is originally from Saskatchewan, and they're just soft, and they left
They lost
the
their
heart,
Saskatchewan
heart
roots.
and soul of the country
Yeah.
to go somewhere a little bit more easy on the bones.
That's right.
And but they still have that in them, and I get along with them. Everybody else, they probably riot during Vancouver Canucks game 2
regular
wins.
season game.
Yeah, regular season
Just winning a
games.
game on a Tuesday. That's right. Woo.
So Pennywise is opening
Pennywise is
for Dropkick
opening for the
Murphys.
Dropkick Murphys. That got announced today. We also have our Final Four in the NHL. I will ask you this. The Conn
Mm-hmm.
Smythe, the playoff MVP. Now, this is a very fun bet to make with your friends.
With Final
because there's-
Four.
You always get crazy odds for your Conn Smythe winner. Who you got becoming MVP of the 2024 NHL playoffs?
So I think the final will have a huge say in that.
It always does.
But I just very soft answer will be McDavid or Panarin. So Artemi Panarin.
Yeah,
and it'll
no, I know
probably be Panarin.
But isn't he like the second? Like, isn't Kreider a better forward than Panarin over there in New York? Or am I crazy?
You're a little crazy.
Yeah, that sounds about
Yeah,
right.
no, Kreider is more gritty, and he's a power forward, and
he
he's
scores 3 goals in one period.
yeah, he's unreal. But
It's pretty cool.
there's still 2 more. Like we're only 2 series in, so
That's
there's
weird.
2
We're Is
huge.
this the halfway
We're
point of the
halfway
playoff?
point, so there's only 4 left, but there's still 2 major series to go, and that's when the Stars step up.
Shesterkin.
Shesterkin's been good.
That's a really good goal. He's the
Yeah.
everyone, like all the experts. I guess I should use both experts. Have been saying that New York isn't anywhere without Shesterkin.
Yeah, great
He's
pronunciation as well. Remember when I was teaching you how to say pronounce Draisaitl?
Draisaitl.
You texted me once. This is going back. You're on air, and you said,
Ooh, I was on
"How do you pronounce this name?" And I phased it out in 3
You're very
words.
good at helping me understand the pronunciations of certain names and words.
I don't know how I did the tull, but I did. I sent you dry, D-R-Y,
Phonetically, he's fantastic.
S-I-G-H,
Dry.
sigh, and then I went
S-I-G-H.
just T with a
Dry
ton of
sigh.
L's afterwards,
Draisaitl.
and you crushed it.
Leon Draisaitl.
That was fun.
That's very well done. You should get into
Phonetics.
Yeah.
We know a guy. You know a guy.
Garai.
Garai Nykiel. We should have that
I want the-
queued up. That needs to be another thing queued
Okay,
up.
we're gonna. Hey, LB, how
Run
hard is
for
it
the
to
cube.
build a sounder list? Like a hotkey button. Pretty easy.
Yeah. There's
Can
a
we-
guy named Run for the Cube on the YouTubes.
So funny.
I don't know if he follows
He got,
us.
he got mad
Probably
at
not.
Well, not mad, but he was like, "You guys, I don't do that stuff anymore. Like, stop promoting my hilariousness
He
that I'm
doesn't?
doing." Well, because I wanted to get him on like the other show, and he's like, "Yeah, no, I actually don't do that anymore." But then he gave me my very own Garai Nikao.
We probably shouldn't cross promote YouTube things. We should focus on the damn platform. But this guy, Run for the Cube, is hilarious. He does
even know his real name.
pronunciations,
Yeah.
and then he veered away from that, and then he does openings because box openings became so big.
Shout out to
people just
Brando's
doing-
box openings from the Commander Cookout podcast. He
And,
does some
and we
incredible
should do an
box
Uncle Mike's opening sometime. I should order you a bunch of Uncle Mike's products, and then you just sit here and say, "What did I get? What smells fantastic?" Your business, best smelling place in the city, by the way.
Do you want to bring a box in and we can unbox it next week, Uncle Mike?
Yeah, an surprise unboxing. But let's not do it how Run for the Cube does, because he does it in a weird voice with gloves on and what is that? A scalpel? Like the tiniest knife
Yeah,
ever,
scalpel.
and he goes so slow, and he's describing what he does, and he has his own language. Anyway, check it out once, and
And then
then
look at-
come back to this channel.
Commander Cookout podcast. Brando does box openings, and he's the exact
Mhm.
opposite. He uses different weapons. He uses like samurai swords, and
that's
like
dope.
butcher
That's
knives,
dope.
and sometimes he'll just throw stuff at the wall until it opens.
You have a lot of people that I would consider the best. Like that guy's the best,
So
and I
good.
can't use that. So Brando's the best.
Yeah. At box openings.
Uncle Mike's the coolest.
Yeah. Maybe we should have a damn awards. Are we
Damn
ready to have an
awards,
awards
yeah,
show?
F yeah.
I got a whole thing. I got a little bit
You win the best
little
award.
bit spacey, and I got a whole box full of trophies over there.
Did you say Kevin Spacey? What
No,
did you say?
I got a little spacey
Oh, okay.
while I was scrolling. I was like, "Oh, everybody needs trophies."
I think Kevin Spacey might be on the list of the worst,
Yeah, we don't like Kevin Spacey,
so we don't recognize him.
and that's okay.
There'll be no Kevin Spacey award.
That we can promise you for sure. Is there anything else before we get ready to play us on out on this
We got to
Tuesday
bring that guy
edition of your
back
show?
up. He needs to come
Uncle
back
Mike,
up.
you come on back up here.
I didn't talk about anything today. I
Well,
drove a long way.
This
to
is
talk
why I'm
about
asking if
nothing.
there's anything else you want to throw out there before we play it out.
No, I was just rolling with it.
You
So
wanna-
I'm just
you
going to
wanna shout out
moonwalk
to
out
Are your
here.
kids going to come on anytime soon?
The 2011 Crushers, hey, silver team.
There you go.
Shout out to these guys.
Yeah.
They're none of them made these high level teams. There's gold level and elite level, and there's silver. But there's always these things. They're a group of kids that just work hard, and we made the
Oh.
final. We made
Come
the
on.
final of the tournament. We couldn't push past this a team that was
saddest
just a
part
little
ever
bit more skilled than us. But yeah, they it was a really fun weekend. We played 6 hockey games this weekend from Friday to Monday morning, and it was
They
a
pulled
grind.
the Neon Flamingos.
They
Took it all the way to the top.
took
said,
it all
"That's
the way to the
enough.
end,
Let's
and then
just
we're
call
like,
it."
let's just be satisfied with
A
second.
Flamingo Rhino
Yeah.
finish.
But it was good.
That's great. Hey,
Okay,
everybody
bye-bye.
Give it up for Coach Mazer as we switch it out for the play out. Dragon, you can go ahead and get me some Frankie's fingers as we bring in our pianist for the day. There it is. Come on, Uncle Mike. This is great. Thank you for joining us today on, I guess, 31st edition. 31 episodes. Can you believe that? When I first started, people were like, "You're not going to actually go every day, are you?" Yeah, why wouldn't I? This is what I want to do. This is my dream. Hang out with my buddies. Pretending to play the piano. Please go ahead. He's playing. This is good. I want to thank Uncle Meg for stopping by and promoting his all-natural products. Head to Uncle Mike's natural.com. I'm always messing that up. And enter the code DAMN20. Get 20% off. The promo code. That's how they do it now. You get a promo code, 20% off. I'm going to buy some for my firm. I'm going to get bar soap going. And you can take advantage of that as well. Thanks, Coach Mazer, for rolling in. I heard a intergalactic bounty hunter, I believe, that just rolled in Dr. Red. We'll get to talk to him sometime soon. Dragon, I love you so much, buddy. You're so beautiful and amazing. And there might be a second date that we can talk about with Dragon. As I look at LV, my Mr. Everything, I love you so much. Thank you for being the brains and the body and the mind of this entire little party that we throw each and every day. That wasn't even that death hysteria. He's looking pretty happy with the dating situation. That's good. I will see you tomorrow, 4 p.m. We're going to have Matt Cuthbertson from All the Band's going to be in town. Look how good he's playing. That's what I'm talking about. That's why he's here. So we will talk to him, and we will enjoy a nice little Wednesday. Until then, have the most incredible Tuesday evening of your life. And please remember, be kind to others, That's all we gotta say, you know. Let's stop caring about yourself so much and care about other people, then you'll just go like this. It's real easy. Karma's real, so live by that. And have an amazing rest of your Tuesday! Yay!